In a bustling city filled with towering skyscrapers and endless noise, lived a young man named Rohan. Rohan was a software engineer by day, but his heart belonged to the stars. Ever since he was a child, he had been fascinated by the night sky, dreaming of one day becoming an astronaut and exploring the cosmos. However, in a world where practicality often overshadowed passion, Rohan's dreams seemed impossible. His family and friends often dismissed his aspirations. "Focus on your job," they would say. "Space is for scientists, not for people like us." But Rohan couldn't let go of his dream. He spent his nights reading about space missions, studying astronomy, and even building small model rockets in his tiny apartment. His dream was his escape, his passion, and his purpose. One evening, while attending a local science fair, Rohan met Dr. Anika Rao, a renowned astrophysicist. She noticed his enthusiasm and asked him about his dreams. When Rohan shared his desire to become an astronaut, Dr. Rao smiled and said, "Dreams are not bound by reality. They are the blueprints of what can be. Dare to live your dreams, Rohan. Turn the impossible into possible." Those words became Rohan's mantra. He decided to take a leap of faith and chase his dream, no matter how far-fetched it seemed. Rohan knew that pursuing his dream would require more than just passion. He needed knowledge, skills, and opportunities. He began by enrolling in online courses in astrophysics and aerospace engineering, balancing his studies with his demanding job. His days were long and exhausting, but every lesson brought him closer to his dream. He also joined a local astronomy club, where he met others who shared his passion. Among them was Priya, a young woman who dreamed of building her own telescope, and Arjun, a college student who wanted to design spacecraft. Together, they formed a team, supporting and motivating each other to keep going. Rohan's journey was far from easy. There were moments of self-doubt, financial struggles, and sleepless nights. But every time he felt like giving up, he remembered Dr. Rao's words and the spark they had ignited in him. He knew that the path to his dream was not a straight line, but a series of challenges that would shape him into the person he needed to become. After years of hard work, Rohan finally got his big break. He was accepted into a prestigious space research program where he would train alongside some of the brightest minds in the field. The program was intense, pushing him to his limits both mentally and physically. But Rohan thrived on the challenge, knowing that every obstacle he overcame brought him closer to his dream. During the program, Rohan had the opportunity to work on a groundbreaking project, a mission to explore a distant asteroid. His role was to design the navigation system, a task that required precision, creativity, and innovation. Rohan poured his heart into the project, working tirelessly to ensure its success. The day of the mission launch was a turning point in Rohan's life. As he watched the rocket soar into the sky, he felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. He had turned his impossible dream into a reality, proving that with determination and courage, anything is possible. Rohan's success did not go unnoticed. His story inspired countless others to pursue their own dreams, no matter how impossible they seemed. He became a mentor to young aspiring scientists, sharing his journey and encouraging them to believe in themselves. One day, Rohan received a letter from a young girl named Mira. She wrote, "Your story gave me the courage to dream of becoming a marine biologist, even though I live in a desert. Thank you for showing me that no dream is too big." Touched by her words, Rohan realized that his journey was not just about achieving his own dream. It was about inspiring others to chase theirs. He began traveling to schools and communities, sharing his story and spreading the message that dreams are the seeds of possibility. Rohan's influence grew, and he was invited to speak at international conferences and events. His story reached people from all walks of life, from students to professionals, from artists to entrepreneurs. He became a symbol of hope and resilience, proving that dreams are not bound by circumstances or limitations. One of the most memorable moments in Rohan's journey was when he met a group of underprivileged children in a remote village. They had no access to modern technology or education, but they had big dreams. Rohan spent a week with them, teaching them about the stars, the universe, and the power of dreams. He left them with a simple message. No matter where you come from or what challenges you face, your dreams are valid. Dare to live them. As Rohan's fame grew, he realized that he had a new mission: to create opportunities for others to pursue their dreams. He founded the Dream Big Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to providing resources, mentorship, and support to aspiring scientists, engineers, and innovators. The foundation quickly gained traction, attracting donations and partnerships from around the world. Rohan's vision was to create a global network of dreamers who could support and inspire each other, turning the impossible into possible. One of the foundation's first success stories was Priya, Rohan's friend from the astronomy club. With the foundation's support, she built her own telescope and discovered a new comet, which was named after her. Arjun, another friend, designed a revolutionary spacecraft that could travel faster and more efficiently than ever before. Years later, Rohan stood on a stage, addressing a crowd of dreamers. "Dreams are not just about reaching the stars," he said. "They are about the journey, the challenges, and the people who believe in you. When you dare to live your dreams, you create a ripple effect that can change the world." As he looked out at the sea of hopeful faces, Rohan knew that his journey was far from over. There were still dreams to chase, challenges to overcome, and lives to touch, and he was ready for it all. Because he had learned the most important lesson of all: when you dare to live your dreams, you turn the impossible into possible. Rohan's story continued to inspire generations. His foundation grew into a global movement, empowering millions to pursue their dreams. And as he looked up at the night sky, Rohan knew that the stars were not just a destination, but a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lie within each of us.